Hello and good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Dunn Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and also a Patreon with lots of exclusive content over there. Feel free to check out the description box below for the links for both of those, and also if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can email me at amanda@dunnphotodesign.com, also found in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, this is going to be something that I have wanted to make a video for in a long time. I just want to get this out there because I know it's going to help somebody. And the topic of this pick a card today is going to be detonating your own tower moment. This is going to be a pick a card for you to pinpoint or figure out how to release what is no longer serving you. So this is a tower moment you are ready for. This is something you are ready to release, but maybe just not sure how to go about releasing that. And if you're not really sure of anything that you need to release from your life, you can still choose a pile and watch this pick a card just to see if it resonates with you in your life. But if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. Go ahead and select the tower card that calls to you most. If more than one tower card calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you, or if there are multiple things you are looking to detonate or release from your life, there might be messages in multiple piles for you. But once you've selected your pile or piles, go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps. Please remember, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, and your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, or those of you who selected the Tower card from the Muse Tarot, this is going to be your reading. And the card that was below what you used to select your pile, we have the Lightning card, Power. And I love this because most, not all, but most Tower cards do have lightning depicted on there, and yours is no exception. So I thought it was super neat when that one came out, that it's just so fitting. But one thing that you guys need to know about detonating your own tower rhymes with power. One thing you need to know about detonating this tower is the fact that you have the power to change your life and shift your life into a place that feels better for you, for your soul. So I think many of you guys have been, conceivably giving your power away or feeling powerless in a certain situation, job, relationship, and now it's time to take back that power. And with all the blue and kind of almost purpley colors of this card, I'm really seeing the higher chakras, but also this lightning is very orange. So this is like sacral chakra. That's that creative energy, that sexual energy. So this is maybe having to do with creative control over your own life, or taking back creative control of your life, or bringing more creativity into your life. But one of the ways you're doing it is speaking out loud to the universe, to people you're in a relationship with, to bosses, to friends, to family, just exactly what it is you're going to do. And you don't have to give them all your secrets and tell them everything you're doing, but just allowing them to know, hey, maybe in the past I've operated this way, but now we're doing something different. So let's go ahead and get some additional guidance. We're going to just deal the tarot. And I kind of had the idea that we would lay this out very similarly to how I do my monthly pick a card readings here on my channel. So we will just kind of shuffle and lay them face down into position. We've already kind of got the overall theme of detonating your own tower, what it is that you need to release that's no longer serving you. And for you guys, it's basically giving your power away freely, or that perceivable other people have power over you. And if you want more in-depth after we're done with this, because this is a power card and you guys were really drawn to this for some reason, I do have a Taking Your Power Back pick a card that I posted not too long ago. You can just go to my videos tab here on my channel and find that if you're interested in that, or if you've already seen it, maybe it correlates to what was talked about in that pick a card as well. I just saw the similarity and thought I'd point it out. So, okay, So this is the past energy you're bringing in to detonate your own tower. And the next position will be the present. So we'll grab a card also for the future conditions of what will happen after you do detonate this tower. Your best path to follow in detonating this tower. Your wish coming true after you detonate this tower moment. and the outcome. And this is how I normally deal out my monthly pick of cards, face down, just like this. And then once I deal the outcome, this card here will be the underlying energy normally. But since we kind of already have a card here, I'm just gonna see what we have. We have the Queen of Materials. So this is you stepping more into your own independence, being able to maybe create more stability and security in your life. Entrepreneur vibes for some of you that want to create your own business or side hustle. Maybe that is part of some of you taking your power back, as you're leaving one job and going somewhere that pays better, or where you have more creative control over what you do day to day. But let's really align these up the way that they look good. And we will just start right here with the past energy you're bringing into detonating this tower. Ooh, yes. Of course it is. Of course it is. We've got the 10 of Swords, 10 of Voices. And I'm realizing it's cut off down there at the bottom. So I'm going to move these up just slightly so hopefully we can see everything on the table. We've got it all going on. Everything's straight-ish, maybe. But yes, 10 of Voices, 10 of Swords. This was just complete overwhelm, complete exhaustion, just feeling like your life was no longer under your own power, your own authority, your own control. And I'm not seeing just one specific area of your life, pile one. To me, this feels like your different relationships, your career possibly, school if you go to school, your personal life, just your spiritual practices or spiritual life. It just feels like everything is kind of out of balance, or you just really don't know where you stand in all these different areas of life, and you're ready to get your power back. So again, that other pick a card reading might really benefit you taking your power back. I'll just put it in the cards right now if you would like to check that out, because I think it would really benefit you with what you have going on. Because you guys, I haven't seen, of course we haven't dealt the other cards out yet, but I'm really seeing that most of your life just feels like it's gone off the rails, or you don't recognize who you are anymore. This really is dark night of the soul. So those of you who have had a spiritual awakening or going through one currently, this feels like very dark night of the soul energy. Like everything is falling apart. You feel like you don't have any control or power over your own life. It's like, detonate my own tower. How can I? Everyone else and everything else outside of me has already done the job. Well, we're going to take some special care with you, Group 1, and find out just how you are detonating this tower in the present moment. So this is right now, and kind of the next couple of weeks we're considering the present moment, maybe even the last couple of weeks if we want to get about a month's time frame into this present conditions here for you. Yes, we've got the 8 of Swords, more swords energy, more mental activity, that power that you feel everyone else has taken from you, the fact that you feel like life is happening to you rather than for you. A lot of this is because of your state of mind or your belief systems, your lack mentalities, maybe believing something about someone or something that's not even true, but you're using that as the truth or the compass of, now where do I go from here? This could be miscommunication, misunderstanding with people in your life. Maybe there just wasn't any communication. Maybe you thought something, but you felt too scared or afraid to ask someone, so you just assumed something was going on that actually wasn't going on. So my best advice for you in the present moment, the last couple weeks, right now, and the next couple of weeks, is to really get that mental clarity that you guys are seeking. And it's easier said than done, I know, but one of the best ways for me personally to get clarity is to journal out my thoughts, my feelings, as dark and as sinister as they may be or sound. I just get them out on paper so they're not just bumbling around inside my head. And sometimes when I read that back to myself, a lot of times I just want to trash it, burn it, throw it away, get it out. But just getting it out on paper, it almost is like an upliftment, or like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. So maybe some of you are journaling, or maybe talking with someone you can trust, someone you can be vulnerable with, that's not going to spread all your secrets or your personal thoughts out there to everybody else. And maybe for some of you, this is having that hard conversation with someone in your life that has just been, again, there's just so much misunderstanding or miscommunication or no communication. And that's where things really went off the rails, is there was no communication. You did not speak your truth. You did not speak your feelings. You thought maybe other people were against you that actually were not against you. They had their own life. They had their own things going on. But you just interpreted that as, well, they don't like me anymore. They didn't call me. They didn't talk to me. They're busy living their life, and here I am at home. This is very victimhood. And again, guys, I don't want to call you out. Spirit's like, they want to give it to you straight. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. So if this doesn't resonate, that you may have, fallen victim to your own beliefs that may not even be true, this might not be your pile. But if this is your pile, it's a little bit of a hard pill to swallow. I mean, I've been in this energy before, so I totally get it. We are not perfect. We are here to make mistakes. We are here to believe something and then realize later it wasn't even true, and then believe something else, and on and on and on. So I'm not trying to call you out or rag on you guys at all. Spirit just wants you to be very clear about what's actually going on, and the fact that many of you believe something that's not even true about yourself, about others, about a situation that you're involved in. It's not even true. So your best current energy is to really feel through this mental fog, this mental I just feel like you're in this tower here. These boulders are just gonna consume her, just crush down on her, and it's like they're being magnetized to her. So one of the best things you guys can do actually is to go into meditation, possibly write out, journal these thoughts, to detonate this tower of overthinking or thinking the wrong thing about the situation. Again, maybe even going and getting the information, asking those questions to the people involved, saying, hey, when you told me you'd call me Saturday and then you didn't call me, what was that about? Were you busy? I just want to understand what's going on here. And getting that clarity that you need. You might actually find out that person had a family emergency or something, and you just never know. That's the thing. And the book, The Four Agreements, is really just expert in keeping us out of those assumptions and lack mentalities. So if you've never heard of the book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, check it out. It is such an amazing tool to utilize to really move forward and not feel like a victim in your own life, because you guys are not those powerless victims. No, you are not. You may feel like one right now, but you are not that at all. So future conditions, roll the dice for something good. Once you detonate this tower of all of this mental stuff you've got going on, miscommunication, false beliefs about yourself and others in a situation, this is what's coming for you after. Yes, absolutely. More swords energy. You guys may even be air signs. That would be your Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you can look to the air trine, the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius houses in your chart, to really see how you can level this up and really get your power back. And we do kind of have a muted tone theme here. So this just might be kind of to the more goth or melancholy feel that you've got going on in your life right now. But this is the Queen of Swords, Queen of Voices. I'm not sure if we cut this off up here or not. I can't quite tell from the distance here. But this is you finally being able to speak your truth, and not doing it overly emotionally to where, if you're trying to talk to your boss about something and you're, have your emotions on the side, because it's important to feel those emotions, but to go into a situation when you are emotionally charged or triggered is not the best advice here. The best advice is to really get those emotions figured and under your control, and then coming from a place of authority or power to be able to speak or express just what it is that you want to any boss, any relationship, any friend, any whatever's going on for you, to be able to speak your truth and express what it is you want to get across to these people or situations. Just literally owning your power. And another thing you guys can do is look up the Queen of Swords tarot card. And sometimes she does come off a little cold and calculating, and I don't really see you guys coming off that way. It might seem that way to some people, especially if you've always been kind of the people pleaser or the pushover, or other people just think they can, get away with a whole bunch of things with you. And then when you finally do stand in your own authority, your own power, you come off as a little cold and uncaring. It's not that you are, it's just that people aren't used to having you stand up or speak up for yourself. But now is the time. You are embodying this Queen of Swords energy to be able to move forward. So what is your best path to follow once you detonate this tower? We have the Hanged Muse, aka the Hanged Man. Finally, a little color coming into your life. So your best path to follow is to see things differently. The Hanged Man is literally hanging upside down, and everything is turned upside down, inside out, and backwards for them to see things another way. And that's exactly what you're being called to do right now and in the very near future, to really examine, is what I believe even true? And for you guys, a lot of, especially if it's limiting you or making you feel like a victim, it's not true. And you are reclaiming your own power. You're bringing it back. And there is such a carefree vibe to this muse here, or hanged muse. To me, this also feels like full energy. So taking that leap of faith, or just bringing a whole new beginning or a whole new direction to your life. So your best path to follow is to remain very, very open-minded and not just judge someone or the situation at face value, but actually do a little bit of diving in, a little investigating to see what's actually going on here. That is your best path forward once you detonate your own tower, to be able to release what is no longer serving you. So what is the wish coming true after you detonate your own tower? Oh my goodness, heck yes. Look at all this vibrant color coming into your life. 10 of materials, aka 10 of pentacles. Sign me up, you guys. Yes, finally speaking your truth. You may even realize that people don't realize they're treating you the way they have been. Or I'm seeing maybe like a friend circle or a group at work where you feel left out. It's very 5 of Pentacles energy, kind of mixed into some of this stuff from the past and present, where you felt left out of a situation, but the people involved in the situation didn't realize that you felt left out because you did not express that to them. So you finally speaking your truth, expressing how you feel, you will feel more included because you finally let people know what you need, what you desire, and what you deserve. And they are more than happy. You know, it's like there's room for everyone here. This circle of people holding hands around this wonderful, beautiful, abundant tree of life is what I'm hearing. There is more than enough room for you as well, group 1. You may have felt kind of on the periphery or kind of left out of a situation. I'm seeing someone who may have even got passed up for a promotion by someone who didn't have as much experience or doesn't work as hard, and you really took it personally. Please don't take it personally, group 1. The ones that were in charge of making these decisions, they didn't know, because sometimes you just kind of blend into the background. You don't speak up for yourself, and you need to stand in your own authority, in your own truth, to be able to express what you want so that others can help bring what you want to you. So your wish coming true is you will be included. Those of you who felt left out, or even if you don't really have a lot of friends, just speaking your truth and like on social media and just kind of sharing from your heart, that will start to attract those into your life that do resonate with you, that do love you, that do support and cherish you as well. So what is the outcome after you detonate your own tower? We have the Hierophant, and who is more in control of themselves than the Hierophant? In traditional Rider-Waite depiction of the Hierophant is like a pope-like figure, a clergy figure, someone who is like the top authority of a church. This is you gaining authority over your own spirituality, over your own life. What a better card. Maybe the Emperor could have been just as powerful, or possibly the Sun in this position, but the Hierophant is right up there with, wow, yes, 10 out of 10, you guys are doing it. Once you detonate your own tower and release these people, situations, toxicity, habits that are no longer serving you, you will slowly but surely, and I think a lot more quickly than just slowly, take your power back. That is what you guys will accomplish, is getting your power back. So powerful, group 1. This, yes, you guys got this. Especially those of you who right now still feel like life is just a dumpster fire and I'm never going to get out of this negative feeling. No. Stand up for yourself, or speak your truth. Or some of you actually also need to listen. Maybe you've been speaking your truth just in your own head but not out loud, and then you finally speak it out loud. But be ready to also then listen to what others are saying, because there's more going on beneath the surface and, you know, all interwoven in this situation or relationship than you actually know about. So get that clarity by asking those fact-finding questions and getting to the bottom of what's actually true, and releasing, you know, the lies or the beliefs that you had in the past, to be able to be in control and be in the flow of life, to be able to think that life is happening for you rather than to you. You're no longer a victim. You are in the driver's seat, co-creating your reality with the universe. Yes, group 1. And again, I hope you didn't feel like I called you out or ragged on you. That is absolutely not my intention here. This was to help you to really see where maybe some of your blind spots were. She's literally blind in this card. So I got chills now. So you have help from Spirit. Ask Spirit. If you have no idea how to see things a different way or how to even go about speaking your truth, ask Spirit for help. They are there, they are with you always, and they cannot invade your free will. So you have to ask for their permission, or not their permission, but you have to let them know they have your permission to help you in your life. So do that, group one, and you will be very pleasantly surprised and feeling like an authority and a powerful figure in your own life. You're becoming the main character of your own story, group number one. I hope that resonated for you. Please let me know below what you thought, all the stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you guys, and I love how supportive you guys are of each other in the comments. It just warms my heart. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Dunn Creative, also over on my live stream channel and my Patreon. Both of those can be found in the description below, the links for them, yes. And also, if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can always email me at amanda@dunnphotodesign.com. The link can also be found in the description below. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and good luck detonating this tower. Not that you need it. You got this. I have faith in you. I love you guys so much, and I'll check you later. Bye. Oh my gosh, I just realized this is not filming. Oh my goodness. So you guys didn't even see what happened here, and it was so good. I just don't want to start over and redo. So I'm going to set everything out back the way it should be. And you guys will just kind of stare at this screen to begin with, and I do apologize that you didn't get to see me actually dealing things out. I must not have pushed record like hard enough for it to actually take. My apologies. At least my mic was recording, so thank goodness for that. So you will be staring at a screenshot of my table with things already dealt out, even though I am shuffling and dealing, you know, on something that wasn't even recorded. So my apologies, but moving forward. All right, group number two, or those of you who selected the True Heart Intuitive Tarot Tower card and tarot deck that we will be using, this is going to be your message. So we're just gonna, this was what you used to select the pile. It's just kind of the pretty picture that we've got here, or maybe not so pretty, depending how you view that. But the card underneath, we have Tsunami, Wake Up Call. So of course, you guys remember, this is a pick a card reading all about detonating your own tower moment. This is something you are ready to release, or that is ready to be released from your life because it is no longer serving you. So there may have been something that happened recently, or maybe this is about to happen, that is a wake-up call in your life. Again, with a wake-up call, a lot of times it doesn't have to be all death and destruction and complete detonation of that tower, but it's something that usually scares us straight. It scares us into knowing that, okay, I definitely need to make some changes in my life. So if this wake-up call energy hasn't happened, it's about to happen, and that will be that fuel or that strength that you need to be able to realize, okay, I need to end this relationship, this situation, this job, this friendship, this whatever it is. I need this to end because it is definitely affecting my health, my mental well-being, my spiritual well-being, my emotional well-being, and of course also possibly my physical well-being. Some of you, this could have been some sort of health scare, or maybe you, I seen someone maybe just recently got diagnosed with diabetes and now has to go on medication, and that's the wake-up call you needed to get your life back in control. That's just literally for one person I'm seeing that, but it could be something as simple as maybe you were texting and driving, you had a near miss of almost rear-ending somebody, and that was just kind of enough of the wake-up call for you to be like, oh gosh, put the phone away, okay? 10 and 2, okay, I'm alert, I'm present, spirit, take the wheel, I'm here, I'm okay. So being more present. Because if we are distracted, that's when accidents can happen. That's when, and I'm not saying anything bad is going to happen. Again, this is a near miss. This is something that is kind of scary enough to shake you up and get you back in the present moment and not so distracted and all up in your head. So let's get some more guidance on what's going on here. We're going to actually lay this out just like we do with my monthly pick-a-card readings. We're going to pick the past energy that you're coming in with to detonate this tower, the present moment, how you're detonating this tower, the future conditions. This is once you detonate that tower, what can you expect? Your best path to follow once you detonate your tower, your wish coming true after you detonate the tower, and then of course the outcome. Okay, so let's find out what's going on for group one, detonating their own tower, these past conditions coming in, energies that are either making this difficult or aiding you in the process, whatever we see coming through. Now let's get one for the present conditions. And I'll line these out better once we get going. Okay. Future conditions once you detonate your tower. Your best path to follow once you detonate your tower. The wish coming true once you detonate your tower. And the outcome. This one. This one wants to come out. And of course, I usually, when I'm done shuffling and dealing out my monthlies, I will then take the bottom of the deck card, and that's going to be the overall energy. So we've got the Three of Swords here. So someone must have recently broken up, or you realize this relationship, and this could even be a job, leaving a situation, leaving a relationship, but it feels very emotionally sad. Even if you know it's in your best interest, this is something that needs to happen for your highest good, for your well-being. And yes, it might be sad or very difficult for you to go through this, but you're going to make it through. I actually think I'm going to put this here because I think it's very relevant to this tsunami wake-up call. Maybe something happened at a job, in a relationship that was like, oh my gosh, like that was scary. This could even be like you, I'm seeing someone who recently started dating someone and they just let just one quick moment of weakness and you actually saw their true colors. And maybe you have been trying to sweep it under the rug like, oh no, maybe I didn't see what I thought I saw. Maybe it wasn't as bad. No. Trust your intuition. Don't try to talk yourself out of what you know to be true, what you felt, what you saw. Don't talk yourself out of it. This is very heartbreaking though. Let's feel into that past energy you're coming in with. We've got the Fool. So yeah, maybe you felt like a fool, or, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? Or you. Fool me twice, shame on you. So maybe you've been fooled once, shame on me. Fooled twice, or no, shame on you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So maybe you've been fooled once. And this could even have been, again, we got this energy in group 1, so I don't know if someone from group 1 is also watching group 2 or vice versa. But there is this energy of misunderstanding. So some of you, I'm seeing maybe 3 people only watching this. This heartbreaking situation was actually a major misunderstanding. But for the rest of you, trust your gut, trust your intuition that this thing happened to be that wake-up call you needed so that you could remove yourself from the situation. That naive energy that you brought into the situation, of course, was pure and beautiful. But, now you've got a little bit of experience into what's going on here under your belt. So you need to trust yourself. Okay, so this is right now. This is what's happening right now. Maybe like 2 weeks ago, and also the energy 2 weeks forward from now, at the time of your watching this. Timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this. So about the last month, or 2 weeks ago, now, and 2 weeks out. So a month's worth of time. Okay, yes, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of, I'm seeing these bugs here. So then we have the Nine of Swords. Yes, oh my goodness, I just realized my camera wasn't filming. I apologize for that. But yeah, we've got these little crispy critters here. To me, this is like mental parasites. Let me see if I can focus on that. Yes, like mental parasites, just thoughts that feel very invasive, thoughts that may not even feel like your own. And this could even be from something you watched or something you experienced, just other people's drama, you overthinking or worrying about whatever this wake-up call energy was, or that heartbreak that was going on in your life. This is you overthinking it, overanalyzing, rehashing over and over and over, and it's very, just very detrimental to your peace of mind, your happiness, your even sleep, sleepless nights, insomnia, maybe even nightmares. This energy's following you into your nightmares. Whatever this tower is that you're about to detonate in your life, we got a very similar energy. We got the Eight of Swords actually in this position for group 1, so you guys might benefit from group 1. But with this, my advice to them was to journal. Get all of this mental jumble out so that you can actually get some clarity on how you feel, what you think, what's true about this situation, what is just your projected worries onto this situation that aren't even worth worrying over. So as far as you being able to detonate this tower, one of the biggest towers you're detonating is your belief systems, your overthinking, your anxiety, your stress. But as you detonate the tower of your anxiety, depression, stress, could even be dark night of the soul. We touched on that in group 1 as well. Just, when you do have a spiritual awakening, your whole belief system, your whole paradigm of life can feel heartbreaking, that what you once thought the world was is not that way at all. And when you awaken, it is a huge wake-up call. It is a huge wake-up call that you are here to be so much more, that your soul is so much more powerful. Again, group 1 and group 2 are so linked. At least the underlying energies are very similar, but you guys are realizing the truth. And maybe a lot of those old belief systems, people you thought had your back that didn't, or people that you thought were bad actually weren't. I mean, this is just like all sorts of inside out, backwards, upside down, and sideways. It's literally got headaches. Maybe you've been dealing with a lot of headaches or stress, anxiety that were causing tension in your head, your back, your neck, your shoulders, maybe even your stomach. Your heart is palpating and just really going quickly, maybe skipping beats, and you're just, it's like racing heart rate. Anxiety is really what I see. But you've opened your eyes, or you very soon will be opening your eyes to what is actually the underlying cause of this anxiety. And another thing you guys can do in the present moment to help detonate this anxiety from your life is to do some meditation, to journal, meditate, get out in nature, ground yourself. Because when we are all up in our heads, we are not at all grounded. We want to ground ourselves. And a lot of times when that tower is burning, the last thing we want to do is be anywhere near the material world, because it's not fun to deal with. So some of you might have to just get real with yourself, kind of check yourselves before you wreck yourselves a little bit, and get present in the moment, even though it's the last place you want to be, because you guys are playing these moments over and over in your head anyway. So you might as well actually roll up your sleeves and put on your work gloves and get to work to deconstruct this anxiety, this depression, this dark night of the soul, these worries, these fears. These could even be fears. Maybe even being fearful of a person in your life. I'm seeing someone who, very early on when this card first came out with the wake-up call, I did see someone's, other half, or their spouse or their boyfriend. It feels like a very masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be. But it's like the person in your life, either verbally, mentally, or physically, did something to you that just, it put alarm bells. Those alarm bells are telling you that's not okay. Not okay at all. And, get yourself into a safe place. If you are that person that's maybe involved in a situation that's maybe a little dangerous, get yourself to a safe place, okay? Promise me you'll get yourself to a safe place. I really, really want you to be safe and okay. But if you don't feel you can do that, call on your guides and angels for massive protection, specifically Archangel Michael. He's that protector angel who will be there before you even call. He's probably already there, but just calling on him will help you feel more protected. But getting out in nature, grounding yourself, taking some deep breaths and just releasing. Because a lot of times we, as humans, we just learn to shallow breathe, but let's just take some deep breaths together. We do this once in a while. Okay, let's do 2 more. 1 more. Whew, okay, sigh it out. Yes. And maybe put your hand on your heart to ground yourself back into your heart. Are you safe in this moment? If the answer is yes, then take that sigh of relief that, okay, I am safe. Me taking back control of my own life and detonating this tower to be able to release what is no longer serving me is going to put me in a much better place very soon. But it might be hard to actually push down the detonation button on that tower to bring it down. It might be very difficult. It might be one of the hardest things you have to do, but it's so needed right now for you to be the one to figure out how to move through what is no longer serving you. It's your responsibility. Okay, future conditions. Once you detonate this tower, this is what's coming for you. Yes! Yes, queen. Yes, king. That Empress energy. This is getting your fertility, your abundance, your beautiful divine feminine ways of receiving what is meant for you. Because a lot of times when we are trying to be an energy that's no longer serving us, we cut off that receptive energy for us to receive what actually is in our highest good. And we kind of limit a lot. We limit ourselves to something that is not good enough for us because we deserve so much more a lot of times than we are giving ourselves credit for, or that we are allowing to flow in. When you can detonate this tower, guess what's going to happen? You don't have to do much after this. Just take care of yourself. Lots of self-love, lots of self-care. Those of you that have children, this is you just focusing on your children and making them like number one priority in your life. Especially those of you who maybe had to break up with your child's father. Just making your children your priority and number one in your life. And that can really help put you back into that receptive mode for you to start claiming and reaping the reward of all that past work that you've put in. And once you remove yourself from the things that are no longer serving you, you are now in a position of authority to bring in what is meant for you and to receive the love, the abundance, the happiness, the opportunities that maybe have been evading you. Maybe you felt stuck because you were too wrapped up in something that was no longer meant for you. Maybe it was meant for you at one time, but it no longer is. And now is the time to release it, to let it go so that you can come into alignment with what is meant to serve you, what is meant to come in for you. So your best path to follow while and after detonating your tower, we have the Hierophant, and it's cool because Group 1 got this as their outcome card. So yeah, very connected to Group 1. I love it. Collective vibes. Maybe the collective is detonating a tower with the systems at play. This could be governments, religions, education, the medical systems, food systems. I mean, just all the different systems that we have in place in the world. Your guys' energy is meant to separate yourself from that 3D matrix. This is the matrix. This is the patriarchy. It's burning. That is the tower that needs detonated in a lot of your lives. And to bring that divine feminine back. So your best path to follow is to embody not just your divine feminine, but also balance that out with that divine masculine. Not the patriarchal 3D matrix masculine of domination and control and greed and corruption. No. That divine masculine of action and protection and, making things happen for the greatest good for everybody. Not the greed and the service to self, but the service to others. Of course, you are serving yourself by serving others. And a lot of times you do have to serve yourself first as far as self-love, self-care, making sure you have all that you need, taking just the basic needs and human rights, doing those things for yourself so that you can help others stand in their own authenticity to shine their lights as well. It's you becoming the leader of your own life. And we got that as the outcome in Group 1. Oh man, yes, so your best path to follow is to embody being your own authority. And you will, because your best path to follow after you detonate this tower is you will be stepping back into your authority or your role of power over your own life. You won't feel like it's so chaotic and out of control because you have taken power back. Again, Group 1 vibes. Okay, this is going to be your wish coming true or wish fulfillment after you detonate this tower. Then what do you get? You get the 8 of Swords, but I love this in this position because you are conquering this 8 of Swords. You are overcoming this 8 of Swords. And again, Group 1 got the 8 of Swords in this position. Wow, such a collective energy, you guys. If Group 3 has this combo, I'm just going to throw in the towel and be like, well, I might as well just do collective readings instead of pick-a-cards because they're pretty much all the same thing anyway. I think this is just a collective tower moment for humanity to be able to detonate their own tower, or at least the collective that comes to my little channel here. But yes, your wish fulfillment is you are overcoming a lot of this lack mentality, limiting beliefs, feeling like a victim. You are overcoming, conquering this by releasing your connection, cutting the cords for things that are no longer serving you. Because it's all about you. Yes, it is. Your happiness, your abundance, your fulfillment in life should be one of your top priorities. A lot of times it's not because we are conditioned or told that we need to be these cogs in this machine to keep things going status quo. But many of you actually did incarnate to detonate the towers of the systems. And we are, at least in the United States, about to experience a Pluto return over the year 2022 through 2024. And when Pluto returned to Rome's chart, guess what? Rome fell. Rome literally detonated. The tower detonated. And since the fall of Rome, in what we consider modern recorded history, or all that we have information of as far as recorded history that wasn't destroyed, there's been no government that's lasted more than 250 years. And I have major chills right now. And guess what? The United States is at year 246 right now. We are within years of a possible complete collapse of all the different systems that are just not serving humanity's highest good. And yes, it's scary to think everything could collapse and fall apart, but it's supposed to. It's not meant for the greater good of all. It's meant for those corruption and greed and that very elite select few. But that's not the way things are going to continue to go in the age of Aquarius. These things have to crumble and fall. Major chills again. So that we all can live from a place of light and truth and love and abundance and happiness and success. We all deserve this. And we all have the capacity to make this happen in our lives. But with the current systems that are in place, it's absolutely difficult for people to get ahead or to even get by sometimes. You know, like that justice energy, like a lot of it just isn't fair. But you're balancing those scales out. I feel it. I really do. Okay. And then the Emperor. Okay. Watch group 1. I can't express this enough. Yes! Your best path to follow is to embody that Hierophant. And I even said in group 1, you know, another great card to get in the outcome position would be the Emperor and also maybe possibly the Sun card. Yes! I can't believe it. Can't wait to deal group 3 now and see what they get. This is so amazing. But yes, your outcome of detonating this tower is you are the authority in your life. You are taking back control of your life. And I also said in group 1, if you wanted more information about how to get your power back, to watch a recent reading that I posted called Taking Your Power Back or Gaining Control of Your Life. Pick a card. It wasn't that long ago, just a couple of weeks ago from the time of my posting this one. You can just go to my videos tab, and even there's a little search bar. You can type take back control of your life or gaining your power back, something like that, and it will pop up for you. But wow, this is the outcome. I can't even elaborate on this because we've already been preaching this since the best path to follow position. Yes, kings. Yes, queens. Yes, emperors. Yes, empresses. Look at this. Divine feminine, divine masculine in union. It's gonna be, I just am like sighing with relief for you guys. Because once you detonate this tower, it's gonna be like a huge weight lifted and you feeling back in control and in power. Both of these people are standing up very straight and ready to face whatever comes their way. And right now, she's kind of, you know, hunched over. She's all tied up. But no, you're ready to embody this divine feminine and masculine in balance. There's that balance I was talking about, that justice, those scales becoming balanced. Seeking justice for yourself and others. That's what you're gaining. Not just seeking it, but actually getting the justice, the balance for yourself and others. By detonating this tower and releasing what's no longer serving you, this is what your outcome is. So it would behoove all of you to detonate this tower so that you can have access to all of this beautiful abundance and authority in your own life, and to release yourself from the binds of your own limiting beliefs or lack mentalities or the 3D matrix, whatever you want to subscribe to there. You're releasing yourself from that. And it's going to feel so much better than all of this. Yes! All right, group 2, I think that's all I'm seeing for you. I'm just going to be repeating myself if I keep going. So please let me know below what you thought. If it resonated, any stories you want to share, you know I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Dunn Creative and also over my live stream channel and my Patreon. Both of those can be found in the description box below, the links for them anyway. And also, if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can email me at amanda@dunnphotodesign.com. Also, that link can be found in the description below as well. All right, you guys, bye! All right, group 3, let's just say groups 1 and 2 did not disappoint in the least, in the slightest, and I have high hopes that you guys are really going to get something from this. I'm so excited to get into this for you, and this is going to be a pick a card all about detonating your own tower moment and just being able to release what is no longer serving you. And you guys actually picked the Cosmic Slumber Tarot deck with this tower card here. And then the card below that we have here, the Desert card with Vision Quest. So the tower many of you are detonating is much like groups 2 and 1, having to do maybe with your belief systems or For some of you, this could be getting on a more spiritual path. So detonating a lot of how you are connected to that 3D matrix, or I won't even say the material world, because the material world is a big part of our human experience. But a lot of the systems that are in place and controlling this world are meant to leave, and you are meant to discover a higher version of yourself, to awaken spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and be able to, you know, live your purpose on this planet. So let's see what else you need to know. And we're going to line this reading out much like we do my monthly pick-a-card readings. So we're first going to deal the card for the past energies that are coming in for you to detonate this tower, or what it is that you need to detonate from your life to bring this in, this new energy. And then we're going to pull a card for the present conditions, what's leading up to this tower and what's going on as you detonate the tower. Move that up. And really with this desert card too, I'm seeing the fact that maybe you just feel like life isn't very abundant. It's kind of desolate, it's kind of dry, it's kind of, you know, nothing exciting really going on, but just you wait, because once you detonate this tower of kind of blah and stasis, things are picking up. So this is the future conditions. Once you detonate the tower, this is what you can expect. Now your best path to follow. Once you detonate that tower, what is the best path for you to follow thereafter? Now what wish will come true for you after you detonate this tower? And the outcome. Let's get an outcome card. There we go. And normally with my monthly pick a cards, after I get the outcome card, I will take the card that's on the bottom of the deck to kind of act as the overall, or sorry, underlying energies to put in the middle. Because we already have our vision quest, we will just pair this up. And look at that, 7 of torches, 7 of wands, standing up for your belief systems, or finding what you truly believe. Pretty much exactly what we were saying with this vision quest, just finding a new way to believe, or a new way to be in a more spiritual way on this planet. And a lot of times I call the 7 of wands the house fire card, because in the traditional Rider-Waite depiction, the person is wearing 2 different shoes. And that to me screams that this person didn't have much time to prepare. They just threw on the first things they could find and ran out the door. So maybe this kind of catches you out of nowhere, or blindsides you in a way, and you're just like, what is happening? I can't believe this is going on. Like, what? What is going on here? So let me focus this. Okay. So we're going to start here with the past energies you're bringing in to detonate this tower. So for some of you, this could be a soulmate connection. You're realizing that maybe your energies are just too different, or it's time to go your separate ways, or this could have been people from your past that you lost touch with, that maybe someone is coming back in, or someone you thought was leaving your life. Actually, you're strengthening that bond rather than cutting it out. I'm seeing 3 different, maybe 4 different scenarios here, so take what resonates most for you. Some of you may know you need to cut out a friend. Others of you may realize that that friend you're trying to cut out, or you just recently cut out, maybe it was your own feelings and emotions that were all caught up in that, and you made a mistake. You know, again, gonna resonate differently for each of you, but this is soulmate energy. This is 2 people coming together for the common good of both and the evolution of both. So finding more spiritual friends. Maybe part of detonating this tower is getting rid of people, you know, not like people are trash you throw away. I don't mean it like that, but just, you know, the energies that aren't really vibing with where you're going and this higher vibration you're bringing to this planet aren't really vibing with people who are stuck in gossip and toxicity and negativity, and they just want to be stuck in victimhood for the rest of their life hereafter. And you're like, maybe I've been in victim mode before, but like, I don't want to live there. I don't want to stay there forever. And you're ready to lift yourself right up on out of that. So let's check out the present conditions. This is right now. This is what's going to really cause this tower moment for you to be able to detonate it. Yes, we've got the devil here. So maybe you are really up. This is so interesting because all 3 piles had a very similar energy here. Group 1 had the 8 of swords here, which I always call the lower octave of the devil. Group 2 had the 9 of swords, which is taking that up a notch. And then we've got the devil for you guys. So collective energy. These are collective tower moments that are happening. These might even be considered major timeline shifts that all of humanity is going through. But because you selected this specific pile, this is kind of the little nuance of how this is going to affect you. But this isn't something that's happening to you. You are the one that's detonating this tower. This could have, again, be your limiting beliefs, temptation to, play in old bad habits, or to go to places that you know aren't good for you, hang out with people you know aren't good for you, do the things you know aren't good for you. You're overcoming this. There are certain, I'm really seeing this maybe even as an addiction. Someone is trying to conquer or overcome an addiction or to get clean. Addictions don't always have to be just food, drugs, sex, and alcohol. They can be many things. Addictions to scrolling, addictions to drama, addictions to watching TV. I mean, there's lots of different addictions, maybe just addictions to overworking. I see these coins kind of falling here. So overworking or overthinking, that's a big addiction for many humans. It's just that mind is just constantly going. And this is you being able to overcome that. And in your typical vision quest, what would happen is you would leave your family or your village or your tribe, and you would go off on your own for whatever determined amount of time, just to be with your own thoughts, to be with nature, to be with the spirits, and to really get clarity on your life. Well, this is the opposite of clarity. This is you feeling like you have to do things because of a certain thing, and it's usually just that kind of hive mind or collective consciousness of ego that keeps us in this devil energy and keeps us addicted. Well, I'll change my ways tomorrow. I deserve this. And not to say we don't deserve things. We absolutely do. But why would we reward ourselves with things we know are not good for our bodies, our minds, our hearts, our souls? Why would we do that? That's not a reward. That's punishment. Even if it feels good while we do it, right? But as humans, a lot of us are programmed or conditioned or brainwashed to reward ourselves by doing things that we know aren't best for us. It could be a lot of times, like drinking on the weekends, and just a lot of culture is built around food and built around drinking. When we come together with other people, friends and family, socializing, it's usually kind of anchored around food or drinking alcohol. And there are a lot of people in this world that don't really resonate with doing those types of things. Not that, we all have to eat, obviously, but just almost overeating. And a lot of the holidays that we have are built around food and things that taste really good, but probably aren't the best for us. So this is you, group 3, figuring out what habits, what just things do I do daily or weekly, monthly, whatever, that aren't very healthy or good for me, but that I just do them because it's normal, or, well, so-and-so's doing it, so why don't I do it? No, this is you getting very clear with yourself, knowing that certain things, certain people, situations just aren't meant for you anymore. It doesn't have to just be your vices and your habits, but this could be an addiction to a codependent relationship, because this is the codependency card here. And pairing it up with the 2 of Cups, this is, some of you, I'm seeing a couple people here that you don't want to detonate the relationship, but you want to detonate the codependency within the relationship, the friendship, the love partnership, whatever it is. So you want to kind of work on that codependency or detonate the tower of the codependency while still keeping the actual relationship. But when you're wanting to do this, you need to be in clear and constant communication with the other person to let them know, I'm not trying to get you out of my life. I'm trying for us to work through this codependency so that we can become interdependent rather than codependent. And this doesn't just have to, again, look like your romantic partner. This could be friends, family, whatever you're codependent on or with. So future conditions, once you detonate this tower of codependency and addiction and, I guess, habits, what are you getting after that? Queen of Torches, Queen of Wands in this deck. Yes! This is you taking your power back. There's just such a theme with taking your power back. And if I hadn't mentioned it in this group, I actually did a Taking Your Power Back pick a card, or taking control of your own life pick a card not that long ago. If you want to search my videos to get some additional guidance on how you can take your power back after you detonate this tower, feel free to check that out. I did link it in the cards, I think in group 1, but it's an easy search. I might even link it below, because I've mentioned it, I think, in all 3 piles, because I think it's so relevant or collectively, energetically tied to what we're talking about here in this detonating your own tower pick a card. But this is, once you detonate this tower of codependency and addiction and struggle and victimhood, you get your creativity back. You get that sexual, sacred sacral chakra energy back, that beautiful orange energy. And it's very interesting because a lot of the back of your cards are very orange colored. So this, and all of those lower chakra energies, we've got red, we've got orange, we've got yellow, we've got even green. So those lower chakras all the way up to the heart chakra are depicted on the back here, and they are lined in purple, which is crown chakra energy. So really getting real with yourself, getting back connected to nature, your own physical body, taking care of your body, clearing out the habits and the addictions that are not serving your physical vessel, your spiritual vessel either, is really going to help put you back in alignment with your own creativity, your own authority, and also your connection to spirit, because the Queen of Torches is a very, very spiritual queen. Queen of Wands, very spiritually guided, very spiritually led, very spiritually in tune, and in constant communication with soul family and guides on the other side. And of course, being able to then find soul family that are incarnated in people you've never met yet, or maybe strengthening the bonds of your soul family that you already know, is going to be a result of you detonating this tower for these things that are no longer serving you. It's going to strengthen your bonds, not weaken them. That's so powerful. Yes, so your best path to follow, Group 3, once you detonate this tower, this is the best path for you to follow. 3 of Pentacles, collaboration. And I love that with this 2 of Cups energy too. This is coming together. This is also learning new skills, really honing your craft, your creativity, maybe hiring a mentor, or maybe you yourself are acting as a mentor to somebody to help them learn. And you're learning. Maybe you and a couple of friends are learning something together and kind of helping each other along, holding each other's hands as you level up, level up, level up. But your best path to follow is not to be an island. Yes, maybe you are an island and kind of in that hermit energy to figure out exactly what you need to do and who you are and what you stand for. But once you figure some of that out, it's now time to come back online with those you love and those you are connected to, and really strengthen those foundations so that you can build something really beautiful together. Because as humans, as spiritual beings, we are not meant to go through life alone. We are meant to communicate and contact and connect, especially with those that we really love and vibe with, but even those that, we learn lessons with and decide this isn't for me anymore, I'm walking away. We still need these connections so that our souls can evolve and grow. But your best path to follow is put yourself out there a little more. Especially those of you who felt really stuck at home or just kind of stuck in your rut, your routine. This is shaking things up. This tower detonation is shaking things up and really bringing new opportunities and new alignments and new connections to you. But you've got to be the one to take action and put yourself out there just a little so people even know you exist. So your wish coming true. Your wish coming true after you detonate this tower. We've got the 6 of Wands. Victory! V is for victory. Public recognition for some of you as well. Those of you who have some sort of online presence, platform, business, just wanting to have more recognition, promotions, raises at work possibly as well. You detonating this tower of codependency and struggle and addiction and victimhood is actually going to put you on these higher timelines where success is yours, victory is yours, recognition and reward are yours for the taking. That is the wish. I can't, Group 3. This is amazing. So being brave enough to detonate the tower of your own codependency, your own victimhood, your own limiting beliefs, feeling you're not good enough, you're detonating all these towers, leaving the things and situations and cycles that just aren't serving your energy anymore, is putting you in alignment with your victory. This is so powerful. Like, I'm just cooking right on through your reading. It's just very to the point. I mean, we can't skate around the fact that once you do this, you are on a whole new timeline of victory and success and fulfillment. This is so powerful. It's very sun energy too, I'm seeing. And I don't see the sun in any of these cards, but I'm seeing the fact that you guys are, like, the sun is finally shining in your life. You're taking control of your life. Yes. Oh my goodness. The outcome. We're taking these two and making it rain. Look at this. It's literally raining and filling these cups to overflow. This is the friendship card, the soulmate card, the soul family. Really deep, beautiful bonds of connection and sisterhood and brotherhood with your fellow humans, with people you love, people you have connections with, strengthening those bonds. Such a theme. But so much of what you're detonating and what you're clearing out is your connection not only to yourself and your own beliefs and your own spirit team, but also your connection to other people and how you operate in the world and how you show up for others, and maybe even having firmer boundaries with certain people in your life, because having boundaries isn't a bad thing. Sometimes we need to take a day off and take care of ourselves, but if we don't communicate that to someone, they might take it personally that, oh, they don't like me anymore, they don't call me anymore. Well, maybe they are busy taking care of themselves, but maybe it would be best for that person to say, hey, I know we had plans on Friday, but like, I have to take care of myself. I'm just really tired. And, not that you have, saying no to plans is a complete sentence. You don't have to illuminate, but a lot of times when you're connected to someone, you feel the need to explain yourself, which is totally valid and okay. But also knowing that no is a complete sentence is all you need to know. And literally filling your cup up, making it rain, that abundance coming in. Because look, oh my goodness, desert, it's very desolate, it barely ever rains, but look, the rains are coming to this desert that you may feel your life is right now. The fertility, to bring some fertility back to all this heat and dryness, bringing some water in to this fire, to bring that beautiful, like, earthy energy that you have here as well. A nice balance of the elements. Because for so long, it's like there was so much missing from your life. If you wanted to have a beautiful rainforest, well, you kind of need some rain for the rainforest. Wow, this was so powerful, you guys. Wow, you are really kicking some butt and taking names with the detonation of your own tower, to be able to release the cycles, the relationships, the situations that are no longer serving you. You've got this. And what it's going to do is benefit you by bringing you deeper connections to those that you are meant to be and have in your life. It's so powerful. But wow, I'm going to leave it there because I'm just going to keep repeating myself with how amazing this is. I love you guys so much. Please let me know below what you thought. If it resonated, any stories you want to share, I always and absolutely love to hear from you guys. And you guys leaving a comment really does help with the engagement on my channel. It lets YouTube know, hey, someone cares about this content. And I really do appreciate it when you guys engage in my content. It means beyond the world to me. I love you guys so much, and I just wanted to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Dunn Creative, also over my live stream channel and my Patreon. Both of those can be found linked in the description below. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can always email me at amanda@dunnphotodesign.com. You can also find the link for my email in the description below as well. So I will leave you there. All right, you guys, love you. Bye.